Alright, welcome back to Roguetech, and welcome back to the final episode of Challenge Run MkII. So, before we get started with this, I'm just going to say, next week, there will be no Roguetech videos, because I need to patch, and I need to experiment a bit, in part to see if the rules that I'm planning are still valid after all the crazy changes since the save break. And also to try to kind of figure out some stuff. And my goal is to keep the Monday through Friday schedule. Drop on one mission per day of the Challenge Run MkIII. But also release Mech Lab Mondays on Monday. And a guide on Friday. So it should equal out to about the same amount of time and investment as I've been doing, playing, usually trying to get 2 missions in on a lot of the episodes. Especially since the early game missions tend to go a bit longer since everyone misses every shot ever. So, that's the plan. You will not see any videos on Roguetech coming up for the following week. Then after that, we will begin Challenge Run MkIII, return to Mech Lab Mondays, and start doing guides again. So that'll be fun. For now, we have a super heavy mission, and I went ahead and advanced one more day to get the last 2 mechs, specifically to get Grim Reaper. So, Grim Reaper is interesting. Specifically against the super heavies, because I think every single super heavy is running an XL engine. So if we can blast one side torso or the other with, say, a snub-nose heavy Gauss rifle, Grim Reaper will be able to reliably follow up on that side torso and possibly crack open super heavy. I spent some time looking through the mechs that are available to try to figure out the best. And I think McZappy is actually one of the better options. Yes, the laser insulators can explode if they crit. Yes, it has weapons on both sides, so I can't just turn one side. But here's the thing. If I have one side facing a super heavy, the most likely places where, say, a railgun are going to hit are going to be arm, leg, or side torso. That is already bad. But considering that every single super heavy that I've seen that has a railgun or 2 also has further support weapons, I'm just basically giving... If I turn a mech to show a shield side towards a super heavy, I'm basically just increasing their clustering and making sure the mech dies faster. So I think the safest way to approach super heavies is literally just to stare at them. To just march straight towards them and hope that you lose your arms and then everything else, rather than just losing everything to begin with. Going zoom, those super heavies are very, very accurate. Very accurate. Even with 5 and 6 evasion, they were landing shots. But that just means they would land even more if we didn't have 5 or 6 evasion. That said, I think trying to focus on defense is a terrible idea. I don't think it's viable. I think what we have to focus on is raw damage output. Clover has a Clan XXL. If it loses a side torso, it pops. That said, we're looking at almost 600 raw damage. Pretty good. Pretty good. I think we're going to bring Clover. Again, for the same purpose. Like, if one of these 75-tonners gets hit in the side torso, it's probably going to just destroy it outright. If the 100-tonner gets hit in the side torso, it will destroy it outright, but it probably would have anyway. Obviously, we're bringing the Goose. The Black Knight Stormcrow. You know what? We're gonna drop the Stormcrow. We're just gonna not include it with the Lance rating. That's gonna be our 8th mech. Yep. The Warhound, the 55 tonner, and I'm gonna try to melee a super heavy with it. I know I didn't keep the actual Cicada around, but we're dropping the Cicada Mark II. It's close enough, right? I mean, the fact that the Cicada Mark II was still getting hit with 6 evasion, pretty sure Garrison would have died instantly. Just saying. Super Chad is good. Don't get me wrong, is good. However, if one weapon or the other, or heaven forbid both, jam, it's just a really bad melee mech. The Zeus, on the other hand, can soak a lot more damage. And the large improved heavy and ER medium will never jam. I think we need to bring the Zeus. Definitely want to bring the Night Star. 100%. Let's go ahead and shuffle this around a little bit. I'm definitely bringing the Stormcrow because it doesn't count. It doesn't count as one of the 8 mechs for Lance rating. I'm definitely bringing the Kodiak. 100%. I'm definitely not bringing the Black Knight or the Marauder. Or the Marauder 2. I am definitely bringing the Dreadnought. Okay. So I basically need to pick 4 out of these 6 mechs. The Longbow, but then again, it is also our only indirect fire mech. I think I definitely bring the Night Star. It's a 95 tonner. It's got more armor than most of these. A couple hundred extra armor is significant. And it is much more evasive than most of them. It has the combat shield. It has the stealth. In addition to all that, it has the Snub-Nose Heavy Gauss Rifle. It only has 10 shots. We did almost run out, but worth noting, we almost ran out about the same time that it exploded. So I'd say that's just enough ammo. There's no supercharger. There's no mask. As much as I love my scalpels, I think it sits out. I think that is the team we drop. Let's just go. Let's just. Actually, first let me go to the barracks and make sure I skill up everyone who has any skills, because this is. Oh, she's not even dropping.
Ready for orders.
This is the last mission. If the heavy rack 5's jammed, and no, we could put her in anything. We could literally. We could put her in the longbow. We're gonna put her in the longbow. Yeah. Yeah, Kabea's going in the longbow. 100%. I'm actually also gonna respec her. I don't care about stability damage. I think I still want the Yeah, no, I think I definitely want Gunnery 5 for the criticals and clustering. Controlled Burst would help keep the heat down a little bit, but that's it. Warlord would give more clustering, but I think I would definitely rather just be full-on support, Tactician, and Field Command. Actually, you know what? No, sensor lock. Then again, we have... Okay. Sensor lock. If they're not immune, which most enemies are, yeah, we get rid of 1 evasion. Otherwise, we double the signature and visibility of a target. Or we give our allies +2 probe, +20% sight and sensors, and +2 initiative. Field Command's more versatile. I don't really care about piloting at all. I just want gunnery and guts like that. Yep.
Training complete.
Where did you get so much experience, McDookie? Like, legitimately, where?
Training confirmed, Commander.
This will let him use his supercharger longer. This will let him offensive push better. Alright. The Care Bear wasn't actually about melee. Actually, no. No. Yeah. This is legitimately going to be a warlord, I think. Because he doesn't have anything with jam chance, right? Yeah, no, I think we're going to actually go warlord. That will give the MRMs firing tandem, as well as the mech lances, massive increased clustering. The one piloting, but then again, that also reduces the amount that we can run the mask and supercharger and whatnot. But at the same time, landing the claws isn't as important. We're going to try that.
Training complete.
We tried the Berserker build. The Berserker didn't really do much. Like, either the mech lances and missiles killed, or nothing killed. Alright, just looking real quick. Alright. There we have it. I'm going to have hacked and cut and cobbled together so much of the last hour and a half. But here we are. The Goose, Clover, the Zeus, Longbow, McZappy, Cicada Mark II, Care Bear, which brings us to 6 stars versus 12 skulls super heavy mission. And then, as I said, Freitas, time to go to Valhalla. So Judith is still in her Goose. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Again, very hacked together up till now. So I'm going to just go over everything real quick because I'm not sure what all made the final cut and where it is and how confusing it is. So yeah, we're bringing Clover mainly for the AMS and also for the fact that it's a 100-tonner that has 1900 armor. Then we have Lucky in the Zeus, primarily just because stats. So he's got 10 gunnery. It will unjam the Heavy Rack 5 every time it's jammed, which will be pretty often, despite his Lucky and despite the 10 flat reduction from gunnery. Yeah, it's going to jam a lot. But his 8 piloting will let the Blue Shield Particle Field Dampener stay on more. His 6 tactics is going to be bad for sensor rolls, so we're just not going to be able to shoot stealth mechs. It's fine. Luckily, the Prototype Command Center does give a bonus of 2 to sensor detection, so it's slightly better than a base sensor. Yay. But primarily, the Zeus is there to march to the front and not explode. At least not as quickly as an 80-tonner should. Kamea is our Swiss Army knife that I'm still not sold on. McZappy. The reason it gets preference over the Grim Reaper is just because of the raw damage output. So if I can get behind the Super Heavy, and I can offensive push a side torso of a Super Heavy mech, he can potentially one-shot a Super Heavy mech. Not only is the Grim Reaper too slow to do that, it's also got less raw damage per turn. At least at short range. At long range, damage fall-off's a thing. But even so, with the damage fall-off, the large improved heavies are still 80 damage. So, it's already doing 2/3 of the Grim Reaper's damage at 600 meters, plus whatever the fall off for all of the, other stuff, the large X pulse, the medium X pulses, whatever. Point is, good. Very good. The Cicada, the reason it's coming is not because of the Snub-Nosed Heavy Gauss Rifle. The Snub-Nosed Heavy Gauss Rifle, if it connects, could open something up. Specifically, it could open up a side torso of a Super Heavy from the front. Or it could just outright kill a Heavy or Assault Mech from the rear. But more importantly, it's got 1672 on its armor plates. It's got the full 726 structure. It has stealth. It has 6 evasion. It has a combat shield. It's good. That's my point. It's good. It's good. And we've actually got all 40 mastery, right? Or did I? No, 20. I read that wrong. Yeah, for some reason I saw 24 and I read 42. All that does is reduces the initiative and resolve that it gives the lance, but it still gets the long and extreme range accuracy. That actually does matter for the small lasers and things. Max range 180, which means if we're in optimal range for the Snub-Nosed Heavy Gauss Rifle, that's max range for the lasers, the small lasers. So that actually does make the lasers more accurate. Neat. And then obviously the Care Bear, we gotta bring the Care Bear. It's just too good not to. The Warhound we're bringing because lol. And yeah, it's an 85 tonner with 1400 armor versus a 75 tonner with 1400 armor and damage reduction. A lot of damage reduction. This thing, no. So do I want inaccurate, splashy, indirect fire that also buffs everyone else? Because that's what we're doing here. +1 lance initiative, +1 lance resolve, +1 lance accuracy. That's more vigilance, that's more offensive push. It's better initiative. It's just, it makes everyone else so much better. I think the longbow is the right choice specifically because we have command. If it was anyone else, I would say I would rather have the Grim Reaper with Gremlin. But I think this, obviously, if we weren't doing the challenge run, and if I wasn't facetiously dropping the 55-ton Stormcrow, I would absolutely drop the Marauder, the Grim Reaper, as my last, because I think it's actually more effective in this particular mission than the Marauder 2. In part because of the range benefit. And I spent so much tonnage just trying to make this thing fast. And it's not even that fast, really. Like, it has no ability to soak stability at all. It gets hit by anything, it's unsteady. At which point, all the evasion in the world doesn't matter. Like, the Marauder 2 is objectively just worse McZappy. Anyway. It's also worse with Cicada Mark II. I think that's how we're doing it, though. Although I will do that. Bearclaw is in charge of our... running close lance, and our maneuver carefully lance is being led by Lucky, I guess. He's our commander, after all. I have been at this for way too long. Let's get into the mission. Yeah. Yep. Alright, well, here we go. The final battle of Challenge Run Mark II.
Interface initiated.
And we are dropping in... Yeah, wait. What? Wait, what? Wait, okay, hold on. My mental map, if that's where I think it is, okay. Hold on. This is the area they drop in. This is still where the reinforcements are. Does that mean that the super heavies are... The super heavies are still way over here. Why the heck are they way over here? Although that does complicate things. So my plan was drop in, fight all this junk, and then with our damaged lances go and try to take on the super heavies for a, cataclysmic final battle. This puts us in a tricky spot, actually. We don't have an easy way to get to them. At all. Like, at all. This road up to their level, we can't get to without running completely out of the map bounds. Same over here. The only way we can get to them is this road going up and around here. On the bright side, I don't think any of these people will be able to get line of sight unless they're able to jump on top of buildings and have very long-range weapons or are firing indirectly. If they're firing indirectly, they're going to be burning up their ammo with much lower hit chance than they would directly. But the biggest problem that I see here is, once again, we have our super heavies here. And again, the only way back to this area is through this path. Which means we have to take this path to get there, and then we have to take it again to get back out. Which is probably going to take us three to four turns to engage the enemies. Then another 3 to 4 turns to get back here, which means the super heavies will have had 6 to 8 turns of indirectly pounding our back armor and /or moving into position to start shooting us as soon as we walk back out. So I have no idea how this is going to go. But there's a pretty good chance we're going to be getting a lot of harassing fire trying to do this. We do have the option of dropping where we did last time and just shooting that way with our indirect fire in long range. And hoping that we're able to take them down. Like that. I mean, we could alternatively also just, completely ignore them, fight this lance first. No, we can't. Not realistically. We'd have to do basically the same thing, except we'd be taking a lot more turns to get to them. No, our best bet is to drop over here and do that. That horrible, horrible plan that is just asking for things to go horribly, horribly wrong. Good times. Okay, so there's a dreadnought. We actually want our dreadnought somewhere jumpy. Like there. That way we can just start jumping in, maybe kill stuff before we even get over there. That'd be good. The next mech was, now that I've completely lost my train of thought and gone complete goldfish, the Clover. Clover's kind of slow, but also is our AMS. So we're going to drop it basically between the reinforcements and our lance, where our lance is still being covered against these guys, but more importantly against the super heavy lance. Yeah, over there. So that's our AMS sponge. We might take some shots from this lance, but it's fine. This is such a weird battle of 3 corners, basically, and having to fight them. There's no way we win if we split up and go, 4v4 and 4v4, and then try to take on super heavies. We have to crush them as fast as possible. But it theoretically should be easier, minus the traversal. If the traversal sees us getting shredded completely, then obviously not better. But it theoretically should be easier than fighting all 8 of the reinforcements and the primary team all at once. This is the Zeus. Yeah, I want the Zeus in the front. This is the longbow. The longbow I don't think is going to move. I think I'm literally going to drop the longbow here, and it's just going to stand and shoot in whatever direction is most appropriate. Probably trying to keep the back of the mech still towards nobody, somehow. While still getting the targets I'm trying to shoot at. Okay, then we got the Night Star. Also something that might be able to run in and get some work done. And you'll notice I'm also kind of spacing out a bit. I don't feel like getting overheated by 3+ artillery cannons. You know, just saying. The Marauder, I mean, it's kind of quick, but it's not super quick. Put it over there. Kodiak, the melee mechs. Do I want the melee mechs to get involved here? Or do I want them running around drawing the indirect fire if possible? Because the AI should shoot at them. Actually, no, if it's artillery, I do not. I absolutely do not want our melee mechs being focused by artillery. Something like that, I guess. Ooh. This is going to be tricky. This is going to be tricky. But it's also exciting. And of course our backs are what? All of our backs. No, not all. Okay. Most of our backs are towards the super heavies. I really hope they don't have indirect fire.
This looks like a prime spot for an ambush. Be careful, Commander. You don't want to get caught in a crossfire.
That's a Stalker. That's a Shiltron. That's a Hunchback 4X. What the heck's a 4X? Oh, by the way, that's a Stalker. We have AMS. Worth noting, though, that was only 10 missiles. That's not a missile Stalker, or at least not an LRM Stalker. And there's the Varger. Okay. They also have to take that same path. If they're trying to go anywhere other than where they're at, they have to come to us, actually. That's a consideration. Of course there is. Of course there's battle armor on the Varg. Of course there is. Alright, it's fine.
Ready for orders.
I mean, obviously we still want to get in position for them to come around the corner. Yeah, right there.
Roger.
Right there. We're gonna set up and get ready and make sure our backs are not towards the enemies. We're gonna EWS ping with whoever's got it. And we're gonna round that corner and try to kill at least 2 immediately.
Good to go.
Speaking of killing 2, yes we can. We absolutely can shoot the Varger. But I'm gonna do it after we fire our arrows.
Orders?
And sure, fire these indirectly as well. Why not? Sure, sounds good. Let's do that. Wait, did I didn't twist it up. Yeah, no, you did. Good. Everything's good. It's fine. We'll go with the standard. Extra, like, almost 13% hit chance for 50%.
Target damage. Concentrate your
Like, yeah, the extra damage was not worth the reduced hit chance, especially with AMS involved. I might turn them right back off, but I can get 5. I can get 5 and stack up there. Again, this turn is just about positioning. And again, EWS ping with anyone who's got it. Beautiful.
I've got a sensor.
The more information we have, the faster we can dispatch them and the quicker we can get on with the next part of the mission. Which is going to be traversing across here to fight these guys as they likely come out around here, while also being shot at by super heavies from this flank. It's going to be intense.
Orders?
Loving it. And once again, it comes to the question of, do I really want my melee mechs involved in this, like, at all? And I think the honest answer is no, can I please not? So we have Clover, and we know that they have 10 LRMs from the Stalker and little else. So this is the safest place for a 7 evasion Warhound. Unless something happens to one of the buildings. Or all of the buildings. We're just gonna hope
I'm
that
being
doesn't...
flanked.
Uh-oh. They do have artillery.
I just dropped my coffee and I'm fucking angry.
I have a job for the longbow, actually.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Actually, would it be better with the Zeus? I think it would be better with the Zeus.
Let's make some bad decisions.
We're going to sprint into cover because moving and bracing would be the same amount of damage reduction. We're going to turn the blue shield particle field dampener on. And we're just going to chill. And we're going to hope they fire based on proximity. Why do we have vision of the fact?
Battlemech, down.
We're doomed. We are completely doomed. They have line of sight from there. How do they have line of sight from there? Wait. You're telling me. He just went, peeked through those buildings, and nailed a railgun shot. By the way, we no longer have AMS. Okay. That was fast.
Ready
Alright.
for orders.
I just realized it's Helga again. Why do they hate Helga so much? Yeah, I know. Highest value, blah, 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 blah. I mean, now that we know they're going to be shooting at us the whole time, we might as well run at them. We might as well just run straight at them. If anyone can kill the Fafnir
I copy.
in one turn, is going to be the Care Bear. By the way, I'm not saying it's likely. I'm saying if anyone can, and I'm pretty sure the answer is no, nobody can. But that's the best chance we got.
Reading you loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah,
Affirmative.
okay. Well, at least I got information. This is a standard engine. Oh geez, they're gonna take so long to kill. That's a Schiltron, so tons and tons of armor. And of course the Vargar with even more armor. Awesome. Let's just generally try to cause some problems for them. We know Inferno isn't gonna work super well against the super heavies with the artillery and with the
Commander?
the man, I can't even think right now. That is, oof. That's all I have to say about that. Is oof. That is a big old oof. Okay. Not likely to get it open, and it's not likely to be open next round either. I say as I kill it in one shot. I always underestimate what essentially a Hyper Assault 100 looks like. Just for some reason. Alright. I think... those are very accurate lasers. It is still a stalker. Man, it's now knowing that the Fafnir has a line of sight through there is that's an Angerboda. Okay. Luckily,
Who's dumb for having all the armor?
the Zeus's damage reduction still applies to being shot in the back. So that's the good news. And it is soaking fire, as I had hoped it would. But I was not hoping that they were going to already have line of sight to me. That's most unfortunate. That was 15 damage.
Showing minor damage.
And I can now shoot and move. And the Stalker's hot. How?
That shot just grazed me.
Wait. Oh, there's a gap there. And apparently the ledge is not tall enough to protect the mechs. Okay. Noted. The good news is that means I can shoot them. You know, aside from Helga soaking a railgun shot already, you know, I think our plan is still
let's get down to it.
Walk forward with the Zeus and brace. That's an LB-20 carrier. Ah, that's an LB-20 carrier with how much armor? That must be a super heavy. That must be a super heavy LB-20 autocannon carrier. I can't think of any other way it can have that much armor and 4 LB-20s. Unless it's some kind of crazy clan thing. And then there's the Tiamat. And then there's this. Firing the heat. The artillery piece.
I'm here.
Okay. Here's the thing. If we don't sprint with McZappy, he probably dies. Because if they could shoot Helga right there. Barely... Actually, wait. Hold on. Actually, I can shoot and move with McZappy. Ah, but it's obstructed. Or I can turn the supercharger back on. And I can go for a kill. I would be putting my back to the reinforcements. Or would I actually? Hold on. Okay. I really have to be careful here. The Fafnir is there. So that should be a safe spot. Okay, I'm going to need to angle the camera to the top to be very careful with this twist. Right there.
Confirmed.
Okay. McZappy should not be getting shot in the back, but should be killing this Stalker this turn. With a quick Warlord and offensive push. This is not an XL, right? Yes, not an XL. To the center. One shot, one kill.
Alpha strike.
Beautiful. Unfortunately, the core did not go critical. This would have been a wonderful time for it to happen. But that's what happens when you kill with damage rather than crits. The Warhound is going to actually zoom off this way and rely on the stealth to hopefully not get shot. I should have actually gone in the cover, but it's... Honestly, 20% damage reduction is not going to save the Warhound if it gets focused. At all. Not going to happen. On the bright side, it should have obstructed line of sight to the Fafnir, no matter where it moves to. This building should be protecting it. I hope. I hope. Alright. Oh boy, oh boy. I mean, not the... Yeah, the Fafnir. That is so lucky.
My armor's getting stripped off.
No, it's not. He missed. You're alive. You're alive!
Yeah, Commander.
I guess the 5 evasion and stealth helped, but still, yeah, that could have been really, really bad. Oh yeah, that's right. Hypers don't get bonus accuracy against battle armor. Well, I can no longer shoot and then move. I can no longer move and then shoot, so I kind of have to jump and then shoot. It's really unfortunate that I can only jump and shoot the battle armor. That's like really unfortunate. I am going to reserve to drop the stability damage though from the last jump.
Reserving action.
So there goes that. That's also good.
My mech needs to cool.
Waiting for orders.
They're taking the longbow as their target, rather than a target that's actually, you know, dangerous, for lack of a better term. We are very much risking this battle armor jumping on us. If we hit front, that does not kill. However, if we hit Hunchy just about anywhere, I'm pretty sure that kills. And once again, I believe this is safe from direct fire from the Fat. That's glorious. Definitely a controlled burst. Make sure we get 0 recoil. Not a kill, but that is a leg down.
Good.
Okay. And he's bleeding out. Nice. This does not have a shot. Beautiful. I mean, LB-20s are longer range than regular AC-20s, but they're not that long of range.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Know who's dumb for having all
Like,
the armor.
it's absolutely out of desperation. But I think I really do have
Sounds good.
no
I'm
choice
moving.
but to bum rush a bunch of super heavies with a melee mech or 2, and maybe a Zeus, and maybe some supporting fire from a longbow that's overheating. That is entirely possible. What do I do? What do I do? Well, that's obviously not the answer. %, 27%, 14%. That said, actually, if I've got that bad of hit chances anyway, might as well get some hopefully guaranteed damage
The
in.
Regan reach.
It is a carrier, quote unquote. So shredding through it should be quicker than shredding through the other super
My heat
heavies.
sinks can't keep up.
And I know I'm hot. I know. But hopefully we get hit by more heat and shut down so that we can just cool very quickly. Getting off whatever we can in the meantime.
Standing by.
Oh, this is so bad. Here's the Care Bear. Care Bear actually getting a little toasty. Oh, that's line of sight, huh? Well then, that's also line of sight to the battle armor. Okay. I don't really care about the battle armor shooting me at long range. I also don't really like the idea of the heat, but I think I have to bound from that cover to this cover. And I could EWS ping and just hit the Tiamat. But I'm definitely not going in yet. I definitely want a cooldown turn so I can close the gap more readily. And I want Freitas and the Zeus up there as well. Judith. Yeah,
Fire and jump.
I guess do that, sure. And yeah, do that. This is going to kick the Radical on, but we're not overheating, so there is 0 chance of an ammo explosion or shutdown. And as long as this gets nominal under the blue line by the end of next turn, it's completely fine.
Everything you got.
We destroyed a few of them,
Reporting critical hit.
which hopefully means if they do mount up one of our mechs, it's fine. They're probably going to have insane initiative. Yeah, 25. Everyone has insane initiative. Everyone always has insane initiative, unless they're on the ground bleeding out. So, yeah, we stand a chance. Totally stand a chance. This longbow is not long for this world. I can tell you that much right now. I don't know why they're focusing it, but I'm kind of grateful they're focusing it. Hopefully we can walk behind a building and drop the line of sight. But yeah, the fact that they're all jumpy, that's problematic. That is something I had not anticipated. Battle armor moves forward into fire, takes burn damage, and misses some shots.
Damage is minor, Commander.
Okay. Cicada can shoot and then move. And so we shall. In part, because that. Yeah, and we're dropping all of our heat because we're not running our pilot engine, so yeah.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Cool. Alright.
Target neutralized.
And go that way.
Move order received.
He is still stealth.
Commander.
McDookie can also move and then, or shoot and then move, but I think I would actually rather get. Can I get 5 evasion and not stand in fire, please? And not be shooting from. It doesn't hurt our hit chance that bad. That's still unobstructed. Yeah, we'll do that.
All right. Full speed.
And then obviously next turn, if there's something left to shoot, we shoot and then move. Yeah, that's still a marvelous hit chance. D3, sure. Was it enough? No. Just barely not enough. 8.
Reporting.
Well, you know what that means? I actually have a really, really good job for one special little cookie.
Confirmed.
It is time for Kvea to try to hobble around behind this building and fire some swarm behind the children. I know I'm going to hit McDookie as well, but getting that children down before it shoots again is probably a good idea. Large laser extra stars, they don't do that much damage each, but they do damage. And, you know, are fairly accurate.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Lucky, I just... damage reduction. That's a Fafnir. No damage reduction. Fafnir could probably walk over and shoot him. No damage reduction in heat. Yeah, let's just, I guess... Actually, he doesn't need to get that close.
All right, let's get down to it.
So here's the thing that I'm thinking here. Particle shield, the blue shield particle field dampener is still active. We're still going to be able to keep it active for several more turns. This will allow some of them to potentially get a shot. This could potentially also allow the LB-20 carrier and or the Fafnir to step over, but I'm fairly sure it would be an obstructed shot, which reduces the damage. And then the Zeus has a lot of damage reduction as well. So I think this is a good defensive move to try to draw. It's like if he's able to strafe over, get a shot there, he might also be able to shoot the Care Bear. I don't know, but the plan is literally to come running in, probably actually charge with the Warhounds so that I can do a called shot with the Care Bear's through armor alpha strike and try to just destroy something. Yeah, Des, I have no idea what you need to do this turn yet. You definitely need to wait. Absolutely need to
Standing
wait.
by.
Seriously? The battle armor moves where I can't shoot him? Awesome. Cool. Then yeah, let's reserve.
Roger that. Standing by.
Man. Okay. I can do that.
Acknowledged. I'm moving.
I think I even go vigilance. So that she hopefully survives for another round. And then I save some heat with the arrows, and I just fire a whole bunch of 1 damage instances. Actually, no. First of all, I field command before she loses the chin. You can't field command and then attack ground. Okay. So I was thinking, attacking ground behind the Shiltron makes the damage more likely to go to the rear. Actually, I think I'm going to fire with the arrows. And drop the LR-15s that I have to. Yes, this is risking more damage to MkII. I'm aware.
Engaging hostile.
Come on. Not enough.
I'm under heavy fire.
Not enough. Unfortunate, yeah. It went to the side instead of the rear, but it's fine. It was... Yeah, I saw that coming. You know what? I'm fine with heat on the Zeus. It has good cooling. It can soak heat all day. This is such a shame. It's gonna get another turn. Firing into the Cicada Mark II's back. Which, honestly, as long as we never expose our back to anyone again, is probably the best place for it to have gotten hit.
Waiting
Alright.
for orders.
Well then, and a goose needs to cool down. Which it will at the end of this round. Actually, even if we jump, I think we still completely cool down. Okay. Here is my crazy plan. I jump, and I shoot. Actually, is there a way I can jump somewhere and shoot the side of the Shiltron? No, there's not. Yeah, I was gonna say I jump and then I shoot the battle armor, but that hit chance. Oof.
Copy that.
But it's still the best move. We're dropping like all of our heat because of the radical. So I'm turning this off. Oh, actually, I stand corrected. That brings us back to nominal.
Target.
Fair enough. I'm just hoping that they're not able to actually reach a mech to climb on board. Oh dear. Double miss. Okay. Okay. How long until he runs out of ammo?
Ready for orders.
I feel like that's not a good strategy. To be clear, I do feel like that is not a good strategy, in the least. But also, to be clear, neither is charging a super heavy, which is what I'm legitimately talking about doing right now.
I'm here.
If I go vigilance, I'm likely to have initiative on the Falcon, which would then let me potentially run around here and start firing into one of the 2 super heavy tanks. Wait. No, there's 3 super heavies. This is a... okay. I thought it was weird whenever I saw a Cougar. Nope, this is a super heavy lance. This is a full super heavy lance. Sadly, I think it is still the optimal play. Vigilance charge. 33.9. Oh boy. We have Warlord, not... okay. New plan. I already used vigilance, so I can't back out. Unfortunate. Alright, well. There's exactly one hex where we can shoot the Fafnir with all the things. And that is exactly the hex we're gonna get into. And that is exactly what we're gonna do. Luckily, we do have 5 evasion and 60% damage reduction on top of our standard damage reduction. And this is... wait. Is he... no, he's not. He's not immune to throw armor damage. It has... he's not immune to throw armor damage. Haha! He's not immune to throw armor damage, which means he's not immune to throw armor crits. Unfortunately, we did not get any. And that certainly was not adequate to start bringing down a super heavy. I feel like our through armor damage on paper is supposed to be better than that. Yo, it's funny, the main reason we brought Clover is the AMS, and there's very little actual missiles to intercept. So, of all the mechs to have instantly lost, I think that was actually the best one. I think that was actually the best one. Okay, so breaching shot, let me guess, swarm? Okay.
Know who's
That tickles.
grabbing all the armor.
Yeah, I should have saved the tandem MRMs for the vehicles, which, while they have less structure, 105. Actually, do they have less structure? Like, it's just a question of clustering, really. There's less areas. That did 409
Watch those
damage.
heat levels.
What? What does 409 damage?
Getting outmaneuvered.
That's fine.
That went critical.
She didn't
Systems
explode.
Failing.
My armor's getting stripped off.
She's still soaking shots. Beautiful. And unfortunately, Cicada Mark II did not act
I'm taking heavy heat,
before
Commander.
the Shieldtron that got 2 more turns after we failed to kill him. Oh, this is... I asked for a boss fight. I asked for a send-off.
Tell me what you need.
I asked for a send-off, and this is definitely a send-off. Once again, just facing all the danger, and I'm not actually going to waste any more, I now need the vigilance for other things. I now need the vigilance for other things. What do I even do here? Like, really? Really, what do I do here? I should have twisted where I could have shot the children. That would have been the perfect... You know what? I think... if I follow cone to somewhere like there. I mean, we're not overheating. Sure. actually got the kill.
LRMs are out.
Amazing. We're out of swarm. We're out of swarm. Probably gonna lose the mech soon. It's fine.
Standing by.
Alright, Das. This is a bit of a tricky spot, huh? Bit of a tricky spot. I mean, definitely turn the supercharger off. Honestly, turn the cockpit hot seat off. And honestly, this is the only positioning that does not expose our back to any enemies. Radical, 5% chance to blow up. Let's hope it doesn't. But I am going to switch from the tandem to the Apollo. There's no way we're going to grind through 170 something. Acid, actually. Acid makes more sense. Let's do that. Okay. Alright.
Orders.
Yeah, supercharger off. We'll shoot and then move. And we generate 0 heat, so still drop the heavies. Don't need them.
Confirmed.
Alright.
Tango down.
And then we move. And we actually vigilance this. Not because it will matter if we get struck by the railguns,
Awaiting orders.
but because it'll give us higher initiative next turn if we don't. In hindsight, probably could have done something. Probably could have done something a bit sooner. 10% on the supercharger. You know what?
Good to go.
If the supercharger explodes, we can go vigilance to drop the stability damage, and we're already in melee range. This Warhound is never going to supercharge again. Ever. But this is not only more acid from the wrong side, but it's not only more acid, but it's also a knockdown. That helps a lot. Whew. Okay. Tiamat is on the ground.
Good to go.
Judith. If I actually jump there, my hit chance would likely be garbage. It's 52 on a building. Actually, do I know what the jump if I shoot? No. Definitely not shooting hypergauss past my mech's back. Wait, it's nominal? Huh. Okay.
Acknowledged.
That was a weird zoom in kind of thing. Honestly, I don't mind if I get knocked unsteady. Because right now, this Care Bear is not much better defended. Like, the Goose has some damage reduction built into it. Yep, just go for it.
Taking a shot.
Yes,
All right.
Commander.
Bear Claw, Cicada Mark II. This is definitely a mech that we want to present as a viable target. preferably without lining up for stray shots. Right, like that, I think.
Got it.
And here, we're gonna go vigilance. We're gonna wait. And we're gonna reserve him the whole time.
I'm on the
The
clock. What do you
whole
want?
time. Yeah. Gonna turn off the blue shield because I just realized there's like no energy weapons over here. At all. Hold on a second. Those are good enough hit chances, I think.
Alright, let's get down to it.
Can I kill the Tiamat? And actually, if I kill the Tiamat, what does the Care Bear do? It doesn't have the heat it needs, or the cooling it needs to be able to run after a vehicle. So I need to shoot the vehicle. Where'd all this heat come from? Huh. Okay. I mean, we got a 43%. So if I do it the other way around, yeah, no. I want the radical to kick in. Aha. What's the worst that'll happen? It'll be fun. Railgun crit.
Well, who needed
Interesting.
It's getting pretty fucking warm in here.
Wait, didn't we, like, dump Lucky's guts? Yeah. That was reckless. Four guts. And he didn't shut down. I am impressed. I am truly impressed. And the other reason I put the Cicada Mark II there is because once this longbow eventually explodes or is no longer able to be shot, they need something. So they're not shooting the Zeus in the back. And, you know, the goose in the back as well. Wait, didn't I just get done saying? Oh, that's right. No, I checked the accuracy, and the accuracy was trash. That's why I didn't shoot at it. Right. So yeah, that's just the inherent damage reduction from the Zeus there.
Let's do this.
Yeah, you need to wait and possibly get killed. But you're the best candidate for soaking shots from just about anyone right now. I have no idea what the 400 damage weapon was. 472. 472 damage.
Ready for
Oh
orders.
boy. You better start zooming, boy. You need to get in there. You need to get in there sooner than later. Unfortunately, not able to reach out and touch. Also, it has 21 initiative on the ground. Well then. That's unfortunate. We don't have anyone going before him, huh? Cicada Mark II is not going to be able to shoot him. Nothing in range. Again, this is the primary
One
purpose
hit me right in the feels.
of the Zeus.
No, I can see blood. They actually hit me.
Well then. It would not be...
Good to go.
Okay. I don't know how. I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to appreciate it. Also, once more, Bearclaw is not going to be able to get in range. Is he?
Commander.
No. He actually cannot come down from here. He has to go around. Awesome. Yeah, his entire purpose, for the time being, is to get shot at and hopefully not die. The good news is I think that was actually our shield
going
arm.
off, and this is going to be very expensive to fix.
I think that was a shield arm. Literal best case scenario. The absolute literal best case scenario. Okay, like I said, Freitas, Supercharger, never again. You're probably not gonna survive this. But I need you to really? She can't hatchet it? Okay, I can understand a hover tank. I can understand not being able to hit a hover tank, but why can she not hit a super heavy tank? Speaking of super heavy tank, by the way, that's 7,000 armor. I just realized. Hold on. Just realized. This one here is the one firing the almost 500 damage projectile. If they shoot at Freitas, miss, and hit the back of the Gigatopper on top of our hatchet attack, friendly fire may result in a dead super heavy tank. I think I go acid. It's definitely going to hit armor. There's no way we burn through all of that armor. So, 8 damage per missile. Beautiful. More than the incendiary would have been. And it has a couple stacks of acids, so that if it gets shot by the 500 damage stray shot, which I hope comes. I hope stealth, the best stealth in the game, and 4 evasion is enough to dodge that bullet.
Orders?
Now then, we do not have the ability to vigilance. So we definitely need to reserve with Judith to drop heat. I mean, to not drop heat, to drop stability damage.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
So that we can then obviously jump with her again. This Tiamat is open, and that is the correct side to be shooting from. Sadly, we have a jammed rack. We are bleeding out, and we're shooting past our Care Bear. But desperate times and all that.
All right, let's get down to it.
It won't kill. Alright, we brace then.
I'm here.
Alright. Okay. Keep the supercharger off. Definitely go melee. Because that's the most evasion we're going to get anyway. We're dropping all of our heat, so our radical kit will be nominal, and we'll have 0 heat for next round. We can switch this to Apollo. Yeah, and then our supercharger, cockpit hot seat will both be completely fresh. We will have 40% damage reduction because we do still have the perk that gives us the guarded after punching. So yeah,
I copy.
please kill. I saw some red numbers. That said right torso destroyed.
Take that.
He's not running an XL? You've got to be kidding me. That thing's running 2 railguns with no XL.
Standing by.
I am perplexed, nonplussed, and completely and totally flabbergasted. Quite dumbstruck, if you prefer the term. And it occurred to me, I know, I basically just lined up the Cicada and McZappy for stray shots. I was thinking, fire bad, fire slow down. No, that was bad. I should have totally gone into the fire, because shooting into fire also reduces your hit chance. Cool.
I'm ready for orders.
That means our last activation. We're gonna reserve again, like I said. She's not gonna, like, she's already not. Oh, wait, whoa. What? We have a
Got
Kamea?
my attention.
She's not dead yet? How?
Confirmed.
How is she not dead? Also, amazingly, she's not dead. Also, amazingly, crit chance. Okay, I'm going to use the offensive push just to see where I'm shooting them. That would obviously be front. That would be rear, but it would be rear of that way. I can only... she doesn't have good enough sensors, huh? I see. It would be hitting it in the rear, but it appears most of the damage actually went to the left. That is most unfortunate. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a regular attack. It's going to be a very targeted attack at the Tiamat. Yeah. And none of those missiles can stray shot, so we're trying for crits. Prototype XL, you say? We did get the knock. Could potentially also be an engine crit.
What's up, boss?
Nope, it's up to Judith. Alright. Alright. I don't dare let it stand back up again, right? Yeah, I do. I hope that I have higher initiative. And I try to jump to support against one of the vehicles. Especially... Then again, actually, no. No. I save the hyper. I just shoot the ones that can't jam, trying to get engine crits. I know. I shot my Care Bear in the back intentionally.
Losing armor.
I can now free the Care Bear up to go and attack the one that's doing the insane 500-ish damage Alpha Strikes. Whatever the heck that is. Kamea's still not dead.
I just took a critical hit.
She is still not dead. How? Like, this longbow is not built to survive. By any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, it lost an arrow, but who cares?
They're inflicting system damage.
I don't know why. I don't know how. But I will take it.
That one hit me right in the feels. No, I can see blood.
Cool.
They actually hit me.
That's the other downside, by the way, of having a 4 for guts. Every time they hit head with 1 damage, he is going to get injured. On the bright side, he's doing his job by just
Clock.
getting shot.
What do you want?
You know the funny thing? I think I still take this shot. Like, what else do I do? Like, I definitely want to move with my left side to the enemies. I definitely want to get some damage down.
Alright, let's get
on
down
that
to
particular enemy. Completely cool down as well. Go vigilance, sure, why not? It's gonna jam anyway. Let's be real. It's gonna jam anyway.
That's a sweet citation.
I should have shot that thing. Oh my goodness.
Awaiting orders.
Okay. Okay. The good news. While I'm meleeing it, it's not shooting me with its mortar ammo. So it is going to actively ignore me as I continue to shoot it, and kick it, and punch it, and hatchet it, over and over and over again. So that's pretty good.
Attempting physical attack.
And yeah, I'm gonna just keep hitting in the back, because anything that goes to the front is a complete waste. Complete waste of time. And if we can actually start hitting the back, like we did there, we'll grind through it faster that way.
Orders.
Duki, 20% fail chance on the supercharger. You need to turn it off, but you still need to cook it. You need to zoom if you can possibly zoom. These buildings are obstructing this vehicle from shooting at either of these mechs, so they're pretty safe in that
Waiting for
way.
orders.
Cannot shoot and then jump. Has a whole lot of ammo in its rear, with surprisingly little armor. And you know what Hypergosses are really good at? Through armor criticals. And it already acted. So I even get the benefit of reserving to drop that 1 bar of stability damage.
Standing by.
Then doing it. Now yes, I do run the risk, the very, very high risk, of this building collapsing a little bit.
Engage and jump jets.
I'm aware. That said, if this is somehow able to be a kill,
Roger.
it is not. That's unfortunate.
Standing by.
Care Bear. Care Bear is going to turn on all the things. And I think I really wish I knew, but I'm going to shoot at the back of one of these two
Moving
vehicles.
fast.
That's for sure. And if I can, I cannot. I was going to vigilance. AP Gauss rifles do not have the same through armor crit chance. Tandem, on the other hand, does.
Locked on.
We're literally just looking for an ammo explosion. It's immune to through armor damage. Now I know. Okay.
Standing by.
That also means it's immune to through armor crits. You know what that means?
I'm on my way.
I'm gonna hit it. It's not destroyed. I just ran out of standard ammo. I'm gonna hit it with so much splash. Yeah, there's no way this is actually gonna... Can I just shoot this instead? I mean, there's more accuracy. Sure.
Discharging weapons.
At the very least, Fire. Fire bad.
My heat sinks can't take much more.
Wait, what? Who? That reached all the way over to him? What the heck? And yet it took like no damage. I do not understand those. I do not understand those. Usually it's the thing that if you're standing next to it and it explodes, it's bad. Like,
Receiving you.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. At all. Speaking of, I'm gonna go zoom.
Affirmative.
What building am I able to shoot? How far out of range am? Oh man. Okay, so that. Okay, I can shoot to there. All right. So that's 2 turns before we're able to get Cicada Mark II in. All right. And on the second to last turn, we should be able to EWSP. All right. Our melee mechs went in essentially alone against a super heavy lance, and one of the super heavies is dead, and neither of them is.
Stability lost.
There's the
We're going
downside.
down. I'm starting to cook.
There's the downside to jumping up on top of a building. On the bright side, plenty of stability threshold, so we just have really damaged legs. And they are still firing at the longbow.
I'm
A
on the
lot.
clock. What do you want?
Zeus can shoot then move, right? Dreadnought gyro. No, it cannot. Well. Yeah, that's a thing worth doing, I think.
All right, let's
Gets
get
the
down
Zeus
to it.
away from the other reinforcements. Might as well control burst. Maybe it'll help a little bit. Maybe. Please don't hit Stormcrow. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with 40 damage and not hitting the Stormcrow. More than okay with that. It did nothing. In hindsight, Lucky should have braced. That would have been the smart move.
Commander.
Dookie, how far out are you? Okay. You can get line of sight. You cannot get range, though. I think I'm going to send McDookie towards the super heavy carrier. And while he's doing that, he can hopefully also draw a little bit of fire with his 6 evasion. And he's also giving the Dreadnought a little bit of protection. Yeah. Okay. Because McZappy doesn't need to be as close range as the Cicada Mark II does. And LB-20s do not, I believe, have a minimum range. I'm still kind of scratching my head here on how Freitas is not dead. Just putting it very simply, how is she alive?
Wilco.
AMS is out of ammo as well.
Good to go.
I mean, yeah, it helps that the direct fire vehicles haven't been able to shoot her. And she's been punching the mortar vehicle repeatedly. But, I do need to give the supercharger a break. Which also means next turn, I'm going to need to give the mask a break, I believe. Okay.
What's up, boss?
Actually, are the vehicles bugging out? Are the vehicles actively running from me? And yeah, this is totally just a move into cover and brace turn, I think.
Heading out.
Drop stability, drop heat, drop everything.
Ready for orders.
Everything is now fine. I mean, I see no reason to specifically rush this guy. It would definitely be preferable to shoot the other guy. And then, yes, that guy too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this dude with his 400 damage pen point up to my ranged mechs. Because I don't know what it is. I don't know if it has a minimum range or if it's optimal range. It's just going to be closer. Actually, I do not want to run the cockpit hot seat here. And if I don't run the cockpit hot seat, I kind of have to shoot it this way. I mean, I know I stepped out of... Okay, vigilance, 100% vigilance. I did not mean to step out of the building. Okay. Definitely not tandem. He's immune to through armor. Apollo, incendiary, acid. Definitely acid. He only has a maximum of 590 there. I also should have turned off the supercharger once I realized how little I could move. That's a lot of acid. And this is a longbow. This is a single 400 damage shot. This is 4 100 damage shots. I know which one's more dangerous. Actually, hold on. If I attack ground, first of all, only the arrows. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to get it close enough. Unless they come back to me, my LRMs are never going to do anything. So, go ahead and do that so everyone has higher initiative. And yeah, I do not want them firing with clear line of sight. So yeah, I'm doing structure damage. I mean armor damage. Whenever they drive through the fire, they'll take more damage. And more importantly, they're in a place where their vision is obscured. So even if they roll over, they should not be able to shoot the back of the Warhound because they shouldn't be able to see it or pick it up on sensors. That's the idea, anyway. I'm very surprised the LV-20 carrier hasn't started shooting me yet. Alright, one of the arrows finally down.
They've destroyed one of my weapons.
Losing friendlies.
Okay. I do not fault her for that. She survived far longer than she had any right to. Far, far longer. That is your action? Really? Okay. A lot of bad things just happened.
I'm generating a lot of heat.
Worth noting, that did Snubnose Heavy Gauss Rifle damage through 60% damage reduction? No, more. I don't know how it stacks exactly, but it's 40% from cover and guarded, 20% on the Ferrolamellar, 5% on the Dreadnought Gyro, and then each upper hardened is also 5%. And it still did almost 200 damage. Wow. Alright, and we're also hot again. Which means we can't really move again. So we should fix that by moving where we cannot no longer move. I think, honestly, standing in the fire is actually preferable. Then again... there is no valuable shot we can make right now. So we're going to turn the other cheek. We're going to brace. I hate to do it, but if they keep shooting the Care Bear,
I'm here.
it's the best option. Okay, Supercharger needs to turn off. We're going to grab 5 in cover. And possibly draw some fire that way.
Going full
Peeking around the edge of the building. Oh god, did I... No, there's a building way. So, peeking around the building, if they come out in the road, they should have obstructed line of sight to shoot at him. He has 5 evasion and cover.
Awaiting orders.
Because they no longer have... they no longer have Kamea to bully. So, I actually think the right move here is to just continue pounding on this thing until something dies.
Moving to position. Engaging.
Is our Warhound actually going to get a super heavy kill all on its own?
Failed step.
Because it has had minimal health. Keep that in mind. This has been... this damage on this super heavy vehicle has all basically just been the Warhound beating on it turn after
On the
turn.
clock. What do you want?
Which, for the record, is both hilarious and amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna sprint over here.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
And I'm gonna brace. And the reason I did that is because now I can start actually first aiding. Because he still has all of his weapons. If I can get his panic down, which first aid will do, I can deal with his injuries. He has full mobility. He has full weapons. He has plenty of ammo. It's just the pilot that I need to
Standing
take
by.
care of. So by putting him there, I can now brace with 0 evasion and 60% damage reduction. Cicada Mark II. I'm gonna actually take this turn. Sprint like this, I think,
Acknowledged.
to get ready. Give the supercharger another turn to rest.
Commander?
I know. My legs are already jacked up.
Affirmative.
I know. I don't have a choice. Not really. This needs to die before it kills the Care Bear. And the best way to do that is to get to the point where I can shoot it repeatedly. And also, in doing so, I have given, hopefully,
Firing all weapons.
I have given a harder target than the Care Bear. By way of, you know, stealth and evasion, rather than just tanking the 400 damage plus projectile. Oh yeah. Did not destroy the building. That's important. Because another thing being on top of the building does is it gives you defense against being hit. Now, yeah, it means the building's likely to... Oh, Jesus, another... I think I actually prefer Judith getting hit there rather than the building getting destroyed. Also, if the building is still standing next round, when DeGoose goes, turn 19, assuming she has it...
Stabilizers
Nope.
failed. I'm falling. Report major
That's
loss.
unfortunate. Her legs are open. Completely. Like, completely. Okay.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Heat, crits, nothing destroyed. Yet.
Internal structure damage.
Freitas has face tanked 5 LB-20 shots.
Good to go.
Standing by.
I was like mostly being facetious whenever I was talking about bringing this this medium mech on this super heavy mission. I think that just difficulty acquiring it as a target is making it more valuable than a lot of the others.
Orders?
Yeah, our leg is open, our other leg is not looking great. We have nothing we can shoot at. So we have to reserve. Drop stability damage so we can once more jump, but this time we're not jumping onto another building because if we have another building break beneath us, I'm pretty sure our leg pops.
Commander.
Bear Claw. What can you do, Mr. Bear? No. What can you do, Mr. Bear Claw? It tucked itself in a corner, actually. It's literally gone and tucked. Okay. That is probably for Challenger Mark III. That is the thing I am looking forward to the most. That having been fixed. This is a super heavy vehicle. I don't care if it's down to only 20% armor. I don't care. Like, the fact that it's hiding like that is ridiculous. Completely and totally insane. And yes, I am just going to evac out after I kill these super heavies. This is enough. These Mechwarriors, if they survive this, they deserve the right to go home. Here's the thing, if I do anything other than something like this, like that's it, that's all I can do.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Okay, first aid. Alright.
Reporting.
Freitas. This LB-20 carrier is a problem though. But we're not here to survive with the Warhound. We're here to get a super heavy kill. And by golly, no, I don't need the vigilance. She actually gets it from stuff and things. Yeah. Absolutely.
Good to go.
Finally got through. Of course it has case.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Why wouldn't it have case? Case 2 no less.
I'm ready for orders.
Okay. Here's the cool thing here. MkII might be able to get a shot if he runs over here. He does have large improved heavies. They have a range of 600. If he can come over here, hit it in the side with a called shot, finish it off.
Acknowledged.
There are possibilities here.
Yeah, Commander.
And none of those possibilities at all involve this mech getting shot at anymore. Hopefully. Hopefully. Okay. See what the initiatives look like. Turn 25, it's probably going to run some more. Which means MkII probably won't be able to get an actual line on it. You know what? I'm actually completely fine with it.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
I'm completely fine with it. If the alternative is shooting the Zeus in the back, this is definitely preferred. Less preferred. That's heat
That
problems.
was a bad hit.
That's heat problems.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Freitas is definitely MVP here. I didn't think I had
One
showed
of
my
weapons
back.
is gone.
Please miss. Oh, that is so valuable. That is so incredibly valuable.
Standing
Okay.
by.
Okay. We definitely leave the supercharger on. Jeez. We can't get the angle. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Okay. We don't need the supercharger then. Of course we did. Of course we actually needed the supercharger. Now we have to risk blowing it up by turning it back on, and then risk blowing it up by moving it. So we get 2 rolls to blow it up instead of just 1. Yeah, so turning around.
Confirmed.
And also going vigilance, both for the damage reduction, as well as for the chance to maybe act before the enemies? Maybe? I am absolutely going to Warlord, and I'm absolutely going to offensive push this. 8.1, yeah, that's not going to happen. But 74.7, that's doable. I think I hit front. I think I hit front. Yep, I hit front.
Receiving you.
That's so unfortunate. Alright. This is a kill. Like, this flat out is a kill. We still have 2 more shots of acid left as well. 76.7 to miss. I mean, just to hit. No, it's the wrong side, isn't it?
Physical attack.
No, it is. It's the right side. It's the correct side.
Tango
Freitas soloed a super heavy that was part of a super heavy lance
down. Mech destroyed.
with a Stormcrow.
Commander.
I don't think I can give you a better closer to this playthrough than that. But yeah, it's very unfortunate. I did not realize I had given. I thought it was side. I didn't think he could come out far enough to get a back strike. It's not going to be going much anywhere very quickly. But I'm going to definitely take advantage of the slightly less... slightly less, what's the word? Hot
I copy.
thing? Also, yeah, we lost all of our ranged weapons. All of our ammo is in the right torso, sadly. As well as our battle computers. Which means we can't leave the supercharger and hot seat cockpit on as long. And more importantly, our mech lances are not as accurate. But we do still have the battle computer criticals. So if we do through armor damage with our mech lances, we do benefit. And actually, since we vigilanced, let's finally get a look at what we're dealing with. A good look at what we're dealing with, I hope. Okay. Railguns do 500 damage. This whole time I've been staring down 500 damage per railgun? I thought they were 300. Oh dear. Oh, okay, okay. This thing also has thumper artilleries that it has not been firing indirectly. I guess they're locked into direct fire, because I have seen him fire them when he had line of sight to the Care Bear. But I never saw him fire them indirectly, so I think they're locked into direct fire. This one is... Oh no, he turned around. Oh boy.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Actually, can you get an angle? Not this turn, but potentially next turn. I need to potentially line up to finish this super heavy off from the open side, or from the damage side. Right now, the left side facing off this obscure direction and the rear are the ones where all the damage is.
Let's do this.
Which means Bear Claw is going to do this and going to do that.
Roger. Full speed.
If we can kill the LB-20 carrier, preferably also with the Warhound, that'd be pretty cool. I mean, he doesn't have any damage on either side, and hitting the front would literally be the same as missing. Honestly, hitting the side would kind of be the same as missing.
Receiving you.
Like, at this point, I just kind of need to control initiative. If I get hit by anything in the leg, I die. If I get hit anywhere but the leg, I'm actually fine.
Confirmed.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. We don't have enough vigilance. I don't know if the LB-20 carrier is immune to through armor crits, but I don't think we can crit through 500 armor. I'm just gonna brace. I'm gonna hope for a better shot next turn. Also, there's battle armor somewhere, isn't there? But we EWS pinged. Fair enough. Fair enough. I would much rather you shoot at him than at my Dreadnought.
Major armor
Or
lost.
my... Well, they can't shoot it.
Ready for orders.
Yeah. But, yeah, supercharger off. And we're going to shoot. No, I just need to shoot.
Firing.
And just do something, and then get the heck out of here. Just like that.
Acknowledged.
Alright, so McZappy's at the point where he can't afford to soak any more damage from anything. However, if this thing decides to shoot him... Uh-oh. There's a silver lining. The damaged side is towards me. That said, yeah, unless they come to me, probably not going to be able to actually melee them. Definitely not punch. Maybe charge. I might be able to get a charge off, a desperation charge from the Care Bear.
Awaiting orders.
Freitas, you have a new target. Actually, I'm going to leave the cockpit hot seat off. I'm glad it didn't explode when I turned it on. You need to survive one more turn. Which means I actually want you to move over here. Hit him in the side. It's fine if it goes front. At this point, front is actually getting ground down. You just need as much evasion as possible.
Ugh.
Because the next hit with Juggernaut, not Juggernaut, well, no, it is Juggernaut, isn't it? There's a chance we kill here. And that would allow us to free up the Cicada Mark II as well as McZappy to try to finish off the other
Receiving
threat.
you.
Like, it completely...
Understood. Moving fast.
Yeah, full stop. That's it. That's it. Before it gets another turn. Mm-hmm. Offensive push. I know. At this point, we are risking the Snub-Nose Heavy Gauss Rifle. We are risking the Snub-Nose Heavy Gauss Rifle hitting our Stormcrow after all it survived. But I don't think it survives if this thing shoots at it again.
Taking the shot.
It was worth a try.
Orders?
Yeah, no, this is the correct answer. Shoot and then jump. This is absolutely the correct answer. We definitely go control the bursts. Hopefully it doesn't jam, so next turn we can jump out and shoot again. And we pray.
Firing.
So close.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Alright, but now we can jump away. Which means next turn we can reserve until they've all gone.
Look, what do you want?
Lucky.
Let's make some bad
Lucky.
decisions at high speed.
Lucky. Lucky. And the commander. And the commander.
One attitude adjustment.
One hit. One hit to...
Took a hard hit there.
You know what? I will trade that instance of terrible luck for that particular instance of amazing luck. Unfortunately, yeah, McZappy's getting hit indirectly. Shot at indirectly, actually. He didn't get hit, I don't think. That's good. They have initiative on us. And Lucky's not so lucky anymore.
We lost one of ours.
You know what? Fair enough.
Receiving you.
I can absolutely understand that. And here's the bad thing.
Reporting.
I have to. Because if I don't kill this, if I don't kill, I'm pretty sure greatest stats.
Awaiting orders.
So, Berserker, on. Cockpit hot seat, on. Melee. Rear. And improved. Final strike.
On my way. Engaging.
Hit. I don't know where it hit, but it hit, and it wasn't right side. It hit left side. It didn't hit rear. To be fair,
Critical hit. Valid
The Warhound is still standing.
I'm here.
They can't keep getting away with this. They can't keep getting away with this. I mean, run is all McZappy can actually do. That's it.
Yes, Commander.
And the worst part, honestly, okay, I can actually shoot if I just move. I can shoot through the shear. The worst part is I actually have to take this shot, I think. No, wait, the goose. Ooh. Goose.
Confirmed.
Finally, reinforcements arrive. Well done, Freitas. Well done. Well done. It survived. Of course it survived.
Commander?
Okay. Well, obviously they've already acted, so I reserve down until I'm completely stable.
Orders?
I still have a Care Bear. I still have a Care Bear that can zoom. It cannot, unfortunately, get in range. And I can't Vigilance. And it doesn't have any ranged weapons left. That's...
Sensors
Draw
locked on.
fire. Whichever one survives, just
I'm ready
draw
for orders.
fire. Alright. Actually, do I just... No, I can't just walk out. I'd have to sprint. Actually, sprinting is higher accuracy than jumping, isn't it? It's also much less evasion if they survive another round. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I'm absolutely going to, not off... Yes, offensive push. Yes, offensive push. 100%. 100%.
Got the ace. Taking the shot.
Left and right destroyed.
Hope we can
Not the
double
rear.
that.
It's fine. I'll take it. And we did offensive push the LB-20 carrier, so maybe somebody has initiative on it? Anybody? Dookie. Because the other enemies are still alive, McDookie has a chance if he can just get an angle. I have to. I absolutely have to. I know I'm firing past my cicada. I have to. If I don't, the Warhound dies. And then we can't enshrine it in its final state. Because I just had the best idea.
Firing all weapons.
Wait, what? Okay. I got very confused there for a second.
Mech destroyed.
Okay, real quick, worth noting. Nobody died. Even Helga, who got dropped instantly. Before firing a single shot. All she fired was her AMS. Still alive. So technically, we did do much better. We just didn't kill one of the lances this time. But yeah, we were also against twice as many super heavies, so whatever, it works out. So what I'm actually gonna do now? Wait, yeah, no, that's stuff that was already. I'm actually going to retire the Mech Bay.
Be with you in a second.
Farewell. Farewell. Is there a retire button, actually? No? Okay. That'd be kind of cool if there was a retire button where you could just, like, watch a slideshow of, like, all the Mechwarriors and all that, but we're gonna do that. Or future me's gonna... God, I'm gonna spend so long editing this video. If you've watched all the way till the end, this was all literally for you. For you. Those of you who actually care beyond just, oh, big stompy robots go boom. Okay. He finished the mission, he's messing around. Okay. Yeah. You're the ones that I feel like really appreciate this stuff. And that's why I'm wasting my time finally selling all the things. Alright. So, we had 131.6 million CVOs. And with all of the mechs
Nice to see you down here.
and all of the storage emptied, we're down to 1.5 million CVOs per month. But we got some Mechwarriors that didn't really earn their keep. We also have the Memorial. So let's go ahead and pay respect to the 2 deaths of the entire play. Dida, who was with us for 847 days, was hit in the head by an enemy Night Star, which we then salvaged and turned into the Cicada Mark II, but it does not say what mech he was piloting when he was shot in the head by an enemy Night Star. And then Rollo, who was with our company for exactly 1,160 days. Killed by an explosion. Which is so very vague. 18 deployments, 5 injuries, 21 mech kills, and 6 other kills. Versus Dida, 39 deployments, 13 injuries taken, 20... Dida was in the Scout, wasn't he? Yeah! He ejected 3 times. Rollo never ejected. Which is probably why he was killed by an explosion. In any case, compared to that, and compared to Bearclaw, who has been with us since the beginning.
Waiting for orders.
Bo-Katan has dropped 45 times.
Yes, Commander.
Archangel dropped 13. He's been with the company for 1,452 days. However, he deployed 13 times, ejected 3, and only killed 12 times. I don't know. I don't think we would keep him around. Now, he didn't earn a cushy life.
Standing by.
45 missions. That earns a share. That earns a slice of the pie. That was enough.
Standing by.
Das dropped to 19 missions. But he only ejected once and killed 24.
Yes, Commander.
El Duce, goodbye. Ether.
What can I do for you?
33 deployments. 0 ejections. Got injured twice, but never punched out. Killed at least 1 enemy per mission, on average.
Reporting.
Freitas, 41 deployments, with 72 kills, including a super heavy and a half. Only injured once, and only ejected once, and I believe it was because she was bleeding out. Yeah, she's sticking around.
Waiting for orders.
Garrison, we can't get rid of Garrison. 89 days, 89 deployments, 128 kills, 1 ejection. And, you know, he took a cicada and killed an assault mech in an arena. Yeah, that's worth keeping around.
God,
Grandpa,
I was sleeping.
41
What do you
deployments,
want?
70 kills, 1 ejection. And I think that was when I told him to punch. Yeah, no, it was It was one where I told him to punch out because I didn't want to lose. It was actually the last one, the one with the super heavies, where I ordered him to punch out so I didn't lose Daka Baby's weapons. Criblin! 47 deployments, 84 kills, 0 ejections, injured 4 times, never ejected. Not once. Helga, this is gonna be, oh man. 39 deployments, 61 kills, no, wait, 60 kills, 15 injuries. She gets to retire with us just because she was always wounded. She was getting wounded almost half of the missions she dropped in.
Talk to me.
Jamie, goodbye. We've paid you for 2,000 days and you dropped 3 times. Goodbye. Alright. Judith.
What's up, boss?
60 deployments. 89 kills. But more impressively, 15 injuries and only 1 ejection. Helga and Judith are hardcore. Period.
I'm listening.
Kamea, 35 deployments. Only 34 kills as a support. Most of those missions she was dropping with just a pair of Gauss rifles. Took 13 injuries and only ejected once.
I'm on the clock. What do you
We'll come back
want?
to that.
Ready for order.
McDookie, 29 deployments, 58 kills, 0 injuries, and the only ejection was when I told him to get out because I didn't want to lose all of McZappy's weapons. And Protos and everything.
Standing by.
Paradox, this one should be good. 84 deployments, 163 kills, 11 injuries, 1 ejection. With the company for almost 2,500 days.
Yes, Commander.
Foreign, 38 drops, 54 kills, 2 injuries, no ejects. I'm fine with her sticking her.
Orders?
She got paid plenty. She's been around for so long. Alright, Tex.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Glad you enjoyed. Actually, let's look. I'm glad you enjoyed your 300 days of pay. Goodbye.
I hear
Uba.
ya.
I'm glad you enjoyed your 662 days of pay. Goodbye. Uhtred.
Receiving you.
I'm glad you enjoyed your 1,400 days. Goodbye. Wendigo, I'm glad you enjoyed your 750 days. Goodbye.
Orders.
Waiting for orders.
Yukiona. 3 drops, 1 injury, 1,600 days. I hope you were saving it, not gambling it. Alright.
Right
Foreign.
here.
Good to
Wraith.
go.
6 drops. Almost 1,800 days with the company. I hope you set it aside. Okay. We now only spend 1.1 million C-bills per financial report. So that means... does it tell me? Do I have to actually do the math myself? Which actually isn't that great. Yeah, no. Retirement would not have been in the cards. The reason I did this specifically. We come back to Lucky. Lucky dropped 74 times. He did his fair share. So the commander for Mark III, for the Challenge Run Mark III, is going to be, if I understand the timelines correctly, is going to be a couple generations in the future, right? She's gonna have the cybernetic implants and stuff, and I've kind of been, bouncing around. Yeah, so... should she be the descendant of one of these individuals? Not gonna lie,
Receiving you.
kind of leaning towards either Freitas or
What's up,
Paradox, just because we're going to be running a hatchment. But if you have any idea of who they might be descendant of, if you want to even ship some of the characters, whatever, I don't care. Yeah.
Good to go. Ready for
I'm
orders.
curious what any of you might think. And I'm also curious how many of you actually made it to this part of the video. In any case, that has been Roguetech Challenge Run Mark II. The end.